Hello, folks. I'm the Red. This is Hollywood Animal, and last we left off, I was worrying myself about a bug that wasn't actually a bug. The Squire's Tale here is the movie that's going to fulfill our boutique requirement here, and I actually never looked. Um, we're gonna transfer all in-studio production processes will advance at twice the pace. Okay, so trash is literally just everything is double speed. uh your actors will establish themselves in any role they play if it wins Pollux for best picture specifically. We can see the ceilings from the start, and attendance for films with an artistic rating of 9 will fall above 9. Well, it's 9, it's actually 9 or above. Will fall a quarter more slowly. But we're gonna let things tick here. Fighting the hypocrisy of American life. We're going to hold off on that until post-war. We're going to go ahead, Joe here. If I check our released films for Save Your Nation, this was a World War II, European theater. Mortal Soul is a mishmash thing. I think... Corked Bottle, what are you? You're also a mishmash thing. I think Joe here. I'm gonna story workshop. New historical. We're gonna write something historical for him because that's what he wants. Historical, thriller, romance with some action. We're gonna bump down the romance. We're gonna actually have the historical maybe be secondary. We're gonna set it in Victorian England. I think we're gonna set it in the Middle Ages. Our protagonist is going to be, where is it? Spirited young lady from a noble family. We're gonna have the antagonist be patriarchal figure, I think. Maybe we should go full tyrant. Yeah, full tyrant. We want a fatherly figure for her. Give her a love interest. And maybe we need some kind of woman in this other than just the lead. For a finale, Protagonist overcomes self-doubt. Themes should include avenging loved ones. Imagine some tyrant comes in, takes over this girl's, the spirited young lady's kingdom, and she has to fight for it. I want a generational conflict, I think. Let's throw in a jousting tournament. Maybe a long journey. Maybe we consider something other than jousting tournament, but probably not. Protagonist passes the torch now. It's torch getting passed to the protagonist. For want of a nail. I'm thinking of that particular phrasing, for want of a nail, horse, for want of a horse, etc., etc. I don't like it though as a title. Bend the knee. A crown for a queen. There we go. Joe, why don't you write that? So we could do hospice visits. We now have other ways to promote our film. I mean, you're saying 50 days. I'm not going to spend 40. I am going to spend 40,000 to get it down to. Feels so silly. Spend that much to just. No. I'm going to keep pushing in this direction, but I'm not going to spend money taking off hours of work. Vincent, this means the fact that you're asking for a new contract means that the film we had you working on is through, right? Which means I can go and say, master class, you're a producer. No, you still can't. Okay. So, young women dropped fast. Women, not so much. We got a lot of young men in there. We could have gotten... We should have aimed older with this. And we did. We got the radios. Bob Gray was a little young to play the mentor. Thrillers don't work well. Okay, so Thriller is not working with wars. And, okay, Angry Boss is not being read as commanding officer. So this and start post And I will go ahead and give it to our best new people. Actually, Coleman is still our best composer. Or Coleman. Yeah, you're not one of the ones we just hired. Kick them while they're down. I'm gonna shelve this. And I'm gonna have Maurice go search for an idea real quick. Protect your dynasty. This is going to... If I close this here... It's still on this list. So I want you to start post. But then I don't want you to actually work on it. I want you to sit there. The protagonist's redemption. It's not... This is banned. Protagonist pays for his mistakes and rids himself of his burden. Banned by the code. Okay. Felix, go fetch us an idea. And when I'm waiting for the Squire's tail here to come up. Tudor Island, you're saying 15%. Let's call it 20% of 12 is 24. 2,500 on any given week. Second line is 400. Let's call you 1,500 on these. And the little girl, you're getting zeros. Yeah, we can just send this to archive. Open hours, you're getting zeros. I want to do a performance analytics on it, though. Vivid violence, banned by the code. Joe, go ahead, find me an idea. Only 1 million for 5 years? Yeah. Easy. Sue. Oh, you're gonna ask nothing. You're another one that you need to learn your worth. I'd pay you so much more if you asked for it. Luxurious banquets done. So let's hold a luxurious banquet. And then here's the Squire's tail. A at the Kena mark. Friday partner giving it. It's so loud that people in the theater were losing their teeth. This is a joke, of course, although we can't be entirely certain. Bone Grinder didn't like it, though. Nearly 3 million spent on it. Here we are. Released a film starring 5 actors. Sweep the Pollux Awards. Okay. Best Picture, Director, Screenplay, Actor and Actress. Picture, Director, Screenplay, Actor... Wait, hold on. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay, Actor and Actress. So I've seen people talk about this being bugged. And part of me was thinking maybe it was the fact that people didn't know what you had to do. But... 42, 43, 40... Yeah, 40, 49... Because you can't get Best Actor and Best Actress in the same film. It only goes... Best Actor and Best Actress only go to the protagonist. Never to any extras. Never to any secondary characters, and never to the antagonist. So... one of two things is true. But one of three things is true. Either one, it means that we need to get one film with 4 of those elements, and it's Best Actor or Actress. And it's just phrased wrong in the text. Second option is that we need to do whatever it's saying in the future. No, this is one that doesn't count having done it in the past. We have to now sweep. Or 3, it genuinely is bugged. I don't even know if that you would call that a bug. It's just incorrectly coded. It's just, it doesn't acknowledge the fact that you can't get both of the things it's asking for in the same film. But here's the thing, people have completed the Wendy... There's if we go actors, we go skill, literally worst... oh, sorry, need to go through the employment center here. We go to the worst skill. And we look through until we find Wendy. I don't even know if she's still available anymore. Scrolling through this is not easy without a scroll wheel. There's a lot. There's a lot of 1-star actors here that you can pick up. Anyways, there's a specific... Oh, and she's no longer 1-star because she actually gained some skill. Well, it doesn't really matter. There's a specific... The daughter of... Not the secrets. The daughter of... Not that either. The daughter of Fred Carpenter here. When he gives you her to go and says, hey, do things with her, you have to send her to film school because she has a cap of 1 star. So you have to send her to the experimental training. It's required to get her to, unlock her full capabilities. I mean, I guess we're going to keep going. We're gonna see if we can do it. If it doesn't let us, it doesn't let us. If it does at some point, maybe it'll just suddenly drop it as like, oh, hey, now we figured out that you're doing that. So we've got a toxic revenger in space against an alien with some lowbrow humor. This is a pretty standard trash film. I called it the Green Beast, and none of these are green. This is the only one where the text is visible, though. Let's make it a double feature with the Wizard War. You can get 20,000, 18, 16, 14, and we can switch it to Christmas Day. Irvine print it. Advertising effectiveness be like this. They're saying men and young men. Let's go something like that, or maybe Piazzolla. I don't know. That seems good to me. And now we can add tricks, which is asking our people to go. I mean, is this a dirty trick? I don't feel like this is a dirty trick. I'm just asking you to go visit people in the hospice. Like, is that really a dirty trick to do? Like some real nasty, dirty thing to pull off? Oh, you're gonna have people visit them in the hospice to promote your film? Oh, that's bad. I don't know why. Gallagher, Arthur. So I'm gonna let this pick here. Bob Gray. Go ahead, get your coverage. Get your 2.5 million for 5 years. That's what, $500,000 a year? That's not bad. Oh, Bounty in the Stars. You're able to rise a little. I'm gonna wait to give you to our best people too. I'm going to start a project or two here. The Witch War is not something we can do. I'm gonna say all of these 6s now I'm also going to consider being beneath us. Just actually gonna cut down on our number of films we have. If I check our tech, we were working on that Dupler compact. They're not done filming. One was letters from the front, the other was waters killed twice. Duplicate compact. You're not a duplicate compact, are you? No, you're a blue term vivid. So let's... Not there. Start a project. Do we have a real action movie? Legionnaire's Burden is 50%, which I don't know if it will count. I guess we're gonna go kick them while they're down. I'm gonna get the cinematographer to be, let's say Cornelius. I give you a soundstage. As much as this is meh, I'm still gonna at least let you shoot that on location. Because I can't. I have to have quality. Some kind of quality assurance. Duplicate contract, a duplicate compact. Costume and props is going to be the thing that takes the longest. I mean, we can save. I can go let that tick down one. Producer. I don't need to go someone as high quality as you. This is going to get eaten in quality. Terry, you have a contract until 46. For a director... This is an action adventure. Cecile, let's give it to you. Our accidental hero, and it can't be anyone that's in the Witch Ward. That's our real limiting factor. Oscar, why don't you be one of them? Because you're not in the Witch War. Janice. Yeah, you're the Wizard War there. Genevieve, you were established as a femme fatale, and we covered that you're not in the Wizard War because I mistakenly thought that you were. Our war criminal... Edward. Actually, I want to save you for, because I think we have a couple of roles that will require someone older. Salvador, our worried wife for our protagonist should be late 30s. Alma, were you in the Wizard War? No. You can play that. And our mysterious guide. Edward. You can be that. Let's stamp this, start it. Yeah, we got a week 6 bump here. Peter just wasn't good enough actor for this. And yeah, you continued along until the end of week 12. Till after week 12. Young men. We did put it on the radio. Should we have gone Pierre Zola to get men? But everyone else was A minus. Oh no. There we are, one of the movies set in World War II. We can start post with this. We want to re-add the Wizard War. No warning. I'm gonna vote 650 down, counting on Supreme to at least add 6. Yeah, it added 50. 650 was about the minimum we could add. Protagonist avoids punishment. Which yeah, let's write something sci-fi. If I check our recent releases, this was action horror. We don't have anything specifically sci-fi recently. Or at least that's not been released. We have a couple of things here. Bounty in the Stars. In any case, Story Workshop. Great new sci-fi. We want something sci-fi. I mean, we go action adventure, but you're a sci-fi romance writer, right? Let's write some kind of sci-fi romance drama, something that's like a romantic cyberpunk movie. And I mean cyberpunk, the genre, not the Cyberpunk 2020. Or 2077, I think more people will know it by. Something that's real kind of science fantasy. Put in a utopian city. Our protagonist I'll go dejected idealist, probably. Our antagonist. We skipped on patriarchal figure in the other one. I'm gonna go patriarchal figure. We're gonna go love interest, obviously. Let's go... a rival. That is a rival, not a rival. And I want a love triangle between them. Winning the beloved. Highbrow humor. Our finale, I'm thinking the couple gets married. And other themes. Generational conflict. Maybe throw in some nudity. Because it's allowed at the moment. Although that may mean that this film ends up not getting its slot. But it's a risk we're gonna have to take. We need a name for it. Wires in my heart. Nonsense told from our perspective, but maybe it makes sense within the context of the movie. Okay, 5%. So if I go to, you're going 100-ish. I'm gonna give you 200 to be on the safe side. What? 200. You are running 14% of 500. I'm gonna just... Yeah, 4 weeks gross is 68,000. And that's on... It's sub 100,000, and that's on week 12. This is... I might as well, once it hits week 12, I might as well pretty much always end distribution. One night, a long time ago, I'm gonna start post. I'm going to hold on this one too. And water kills twice. I'm gonna double check this movie. I mean, it takes place on... It's actually a sensible title. You can go ahead and go into post-production right now, though, because you're gonna be capped at 7, right? Yeah. And yeah, there you go with your upgrade. Wasn't... Oh no, we just put in this movie here. Jane, I'm gonna let your... we're gonna take a month here. We can get orphanage visits, surprise wedding appearances, a bunch of like tricks here, and maybe I'll use them. If I go here and we just put everything into repairs as necessary. I can justify Jane establish herself as a femme fatale. So 40% of 15 is going to be 6,000. Setup distribution. Let's go 6500 75 across the board here. Actually, what does this max out at? 9,000? Let's go 8,000. What you max out? 7,000. So 6. I mean, what else is going to come here? Tutor Island 2? Just take the maximum. Well, you don't need to go over 9,000. Yeah, search for the severed hand, releasing. It's not going to get the boutique bonus, but Bone Grinder doesn't like it. Garden Variety Slag. But it's got a number of 4 stars. Our Luxurious Banquet is going to keep getting held. I'm going to say Skywalk City. This is probably a good thing to release next. I don't want to pay our trash back to back. No particular reason, I just don't want to. There are... Okay, there are femme fatales and women in this movie. I looked at this and I thought this was the extras, the supporting characters. And I was like, oh, we made a all-male movie. No. I like this. I mean, because she looks like she's up in the sky. And it's more representative than anything. You're going to get 18, 16, 14, 12 with Irvine Printing. And start just before Christmas. I'm gonna say run your ad campaign. Let's go that long. Just a couple weeks after, so like 6 weeks. So we're going men, young men, older audiences, male dominated, Pierre Zola, and then newspapers. And again, dirty tricks. Why don't... Why don't you go visit an orphanage? And a hospice. Such dirty tactics. I don't know why. It's just funny to me. Okay, to protect your dynasties, next up to get our best talent working on it. We can keep going. Herbert. You know what? Herbert, I'm gonna have you go fetch us a story idea. I'm gonna look at this again. Yeah, you're still saying... Maurice? Finish that. Matthew here, spend cash to speed us up if you can. Wow, this tanked. I mean, start production. Oh, but this was our dupler thing. You're at 1%, you can end distribution. Tudor Island, go ahead and send that to archive. Our producer for it. I mean, not for it, I don't know where he came from. 1 million. Easy 5-year contract. And then yes. That's kind of annoying to click on repeatedly. But what we're going to do is we're going to start project on the Witch War. Yeah, you can take it. Go ahead. Shoot. I mean, I'm still going to have you use a soundstage where you can. I don't care if you prefer to shoot on location. This is trash. This is... Like, you can shoot a couple of things on location. Fairy tale streets and a castle and surroundings. I mean... Yeah, no, I don't care. The castle and surroundings, actually, yeah, even that. Go ahead. And... Okay, this is not the action movie that we're going to give to that Dupler compact. But... you can use the Flumen. Still relatively high quality for what it is. And then the frame tone pier is just better. Sure, you can hire a bunch of extras if you want to. Costumes can only be medium, though. This is as much time as I'm willing to give you. Bruce here is with us until 46. Anthony, you could skill up. Our previous mysterious guide. Oh, mysterious guide is a new role, replacing our right hand. Della, that I was giving this to you. From there, we're going to Freeheart, cinematographer, sure, Jesse. You're going to want to shoot on location. I'm gonna let you. You don't even need to have a soundstage at all. Filming tech, we're going to go Blue Term Vivid. Sound tech, frame tone. Get as much costumes and props and everything as you want. Our producer should be someone skilled, like you, Sydney. And Chester is also 46, so you can get pulled along. Our director, what is this primarily? Historical romance? Roy? Let's see if you get known for historical romances. Romances as a dejected idealist. Yeah, Bobby. Our love interest. No one here is particularly known. Actually, love interest has the heart in the head. Betty Lim's known as a love interest. Old friend turned enemy. Oh, not what I meant to click on. Everyone else here is a guy. For a mentor, Bobby is 44, so we want someone older. I don't know if we have anyone older. And Arthur, Edward, both of them are in pre-production. If I want to hire someone, I'm only looking at this top layer of skill here. You know, it's still no one much older than Bobby. Howard, why don't you take it? Our old friend turned enemy. We're looking at historical romances. Bob. And a brother in arms. Can be Chris Decker. We can start that. I mean, let's start Silver Skin. Cinematographer. Chester. A mishmash of on location and stage, largely just to get everything as high quality as we can. Chester, I mean, yeah, you're gonna be as good as gonna get anyways. I mean, maybe we go home. No. Filming tech, blue term, frame tone, extras, props, crew, all of that good stuff. Our producer, you're saying you're good till 46. Our producers, you're 47. What's your watts? You're also 47. I might go with you. This is sci-fi thriller. Themes include, I see struggle for a better life here. So that's what I'm going to give it to. Well, no, Jasper also struggle for a better life. Our detective. Detective thriller. Sci-fi. Let's give this to Sue. Our robot can be Melo. Our angry boss is going to be Lydia. Our femme fatale, Joanne's established herself as that. And then another project, Legionnaire's Burden. You're going to get a couple of things shot on location. City streets. And you can go out to an island to do some filming for a little while. This wasn't one we wrote, right? I don't think so. Blue term vivid, frame tone pure. Get your stuff together. Producer can be, let me double check. Leroy, yeah, 47. Second producer, Joe, you're also 47. Director for an action detective, Herbert, that's kind of your shtick. Our retired legend, I think we're gonna go with the oldest guy we have left. Horace Jenkins. We need a wizard, a mysterious guy, strict parent, and a war criminal. Okay, well, strict parent's going to be played by Franklin here, who's at least your age, but, you know, having the strict parent combined with a retired legend is kind of a mess. Our mysterious guide. Now, criminal gang and mentors. Our war criminal. And then our wizard. Wilson, if I had you swapped out... no. You keep the roll. Let's start that project too. And your a quarter of 12 is 3,000. We're gonna go set you up with 5,000 a day. The green beast. Oh no, there's a Squire's tail. A third of 9,000 is 3,000. So let's go 4,000 on this day, and then as much as you can on any other given day. You're not finding a story element. I mean, we've just put a bunch of things into production. I'm worried that this is... I've seen people mention it, and it was years ago that people were talking about it, but I'm worried that this has what exactly we have to do to complete this. If it's impossible. Because I would like to, and then be able to start leveling people up, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What else am I going to say about it? Our best people are working on this. Because I'd like to, you know, get people's caps up. In any case, that's consideration for next time. I'm gonna double check, see if people have talked about it since then. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time where we will continue playing Hollywood Animal one way or another. We're getting near the next Pollux Awards, and maybe that'll be what sweeps it. I don't know. We'll see.